Alright. Here we are. Whatever it's time, place. Yes, whatever I am doing. Having some steel shortages. Because I'm upgrading stuff, like I promoted those. What else did I promote? I don't know if I could promote anything else. It's currently in the 2x SP thing. I haven't been doing a ton of SP farming. But I have done a little bit. Got this ready to promote, but kind of expensive on the steel there, so probably not gonna do that for a bit. Or, you know, a very long time. Let's see, we'll upgrade that. All the XP. If I can. Things. But I am good at that. Yeah. There we go. Level 62. Water filtering plant. Almost becoming an ancient artifact yourself. As to be expected. First of all, we got tank. What do I got here? I got nothing in the way of that. I gotta spend some chemicals. Possible. I don't need a rail. I do not need another railgun buggy. Do not need another one of those. Been very close on the machine gun turrets. Very close. Okay, let's look at this. ALT, did you authorize some kind of secret after-hours tank training? No? Well, are you renting the tanks out for personal use and pocketing the cash? I mean, that's a pretty good idea, but no? I mean, not yet anyways. Well, then someone else is stealing our tanks, using up a little fuel and ammo, and then sneaking them back in. Well, we should find them? On it, LT. So it sounds like the Raider kids are messing with the tanks. This inventor Dr. Harris y'all told us about. You think they got anything useful? Weapons and such? Possible, but Dr. Harris absconded from the facility several years ago due to ideological differences. And we don't have the resources to spare for a search mission. I ain't got nothing better to do. Any idea where to start? There are rumors of a laboratory hidden in the mountains outside Scarborough, but I'd be wary of trusting tales gathered from civilians. And I wouldn't go out there by yourself. Dr. Harris is quite an antisocial person, and mentioned security measures were put in place to deter visitors. I'll build a rover to scout the place out then. You have access to that kind of technology? I got some old hard drives and a set of tires. I can throw the rest of it together. Imperials run things rather strangely down here. Alright. Morgan. Good news, I've done some more research, and I have a new hypothesis on the extended harvest period of the spider wasps. The extended harvest period the spider wasps have been experiencing. Lloyd, I've been wanting to talk to you about this. You're a civil engineer. You are not a zoologist. Please stop meddling with nature. Do civil engineer stuff. Way ahead of you. I was performing a groundwater survey when I came across some anomalous data. I need to do some more research, but I think one of the most important northern rivers has been poisoned. Sure. Go put little strips of pH paper in the water or whatever. Have fun. My degree may be in civil engineering, but my heart will forever belong to science. I'm gonna make a water filtering plant. This one. Sir, my informants in the southern frontier are reporting some really bizarre rebel troop movements. Wait, you have informants? Who said you could have informants? Sir, can I be in trouble later? We should really check this out. Ramsey and I will check it out. You stay here and write a list of things you're doing that I don't know about. Gall of him. Alright, let's go about the wrong thing. I want to go build a water treatment plant. This thing is going to be really nice to have because it costs 10,000 steel. Of course it costs 10,000 steel. Of course it costs 10,000 steel. Okay. Well, I'm building one of them anyways because I need that. I do need that. Tool shop. Make the rover. 20,000 gold, huh? Security camera. Not really. I want to spin the last gears? No, not really. I want to keep at least a couple gears around. I'm gonna spend another 1,000 steel. That's a lot of steel. How's my resources looking? Coal is slowly draining. Iron, of course, will be kept up enough. But coal is slowly draining. Okay. Now then. Time to go check out this place. Ridgy-Didge. Okay, so that's alive. I should actually just do that then. Because why shouldn't I do this amazing boss fight? So heavier tank is indisposed. We'll put the sand worm on the back row. At the very back. See, this is very close to leveling up, so we'll probably just put it out here. And then I mean, just trebuchets, right? I have something else. My vehicles. I have one of these. I'm gonna put this on the favorites. Because this might be even better to have. Does like a ton of damage. Yes, trebuchet as well. $605 damage over time there. That's quite a lot. Thank you, game. I do appreciate this. That is most nice. Not sure why it's allowed to one-shot the sandworm, but I guess it is. Don't enjoy that it one-shot the sandworm. There's nothing I can do about it. Sure, I'd use all the wimp attacks as soon as possible. Things are about to get dicey. As soon as it uses the acid. There we go. I think it's time to kill it now. There goes a wimp. 46. Alright, let's see how this does. Stab. Okay, that's not that great, but better than it could have been. Okay, I'm gonna have to pass twice. Fortunately, this thing, even at rank 1, finish it off pretty good. And we split the SP across all the units here. That's a good chunk of SP for even the units that died. One that doesn't look like it was a good chunk was the the super tank, the tank that died. Okay, nothing in the ancient ruins. And I think it's time for me to try and do the boss. Now it might end up horribly. But if I have enough boats and stuff left over after this guy, then I'm gonna go do the Kraken. So I finally got the tentacles to rank 4. That's supposed to allow you to actually do the Kraken at this difficulty or whatever. Well, that's a pretty rough attack. I'm gonna try that. I know I could just get one shot by get the boat, but like I could use that in one more attack. Alright, come on, game. So allow me to achieve a decent level of victory here. Or in other words, do not depth charge too bad. Okay, you know what? That's decent enough. Didn't take too much of vital damage there. In fact, if anything, it is ideal. As the majority of the depth charge damage struck the M10 here. Front line is about to die. One more barrage, maybe. There goes the M10. Thank you for soaking. Okay. First cycle of ironclad attacks is done, and there goes the start of the second cycle. There goes another bow. And a bowie. Okay. This is going actually pretty horrible. One more attack. Okay, so can I do 180 with one attack? I cannot, okay. Waste of an attack then. And there goes another boat. Try and kill this boat, but I won't be able to. This one won't kill it either, will it? It will not. And success. If it can be called a success with such losses, and I'm not doing the Dreadnought again. Now it's time to brave the storm of disaster. My first attempt at the level 70 Kraken. So the goal here is to... Come on, game, really? I'm trying to not lose everything in the first 2 turns. Better not poison with a crit. Better not. Okay, okay. There we go. More blast. And now I need... How do I... gotta get through the armor on this. Armor is 50%, or is 25% crushing. These are both crushing. Alright, we'll try it out. Not very great. Wish I could have gotten rid of the armor. $264, still decent. What's the armor piercing on this anyways? Armor piercing 20%, so I'm mostly damaging the armor at this point. To get the ironclads back to attacking, to be able to attack, should be good to go. To get rid of the last of the armor. So once that armor is gone, Tentacle will do twice as much damage. Twice as much damage is a good amount of damage. Especially since it only has 20% armor piercing, so the, you know, close enough to 0% to be just like, yeah. Alright, come on, Tentacle, please remove the last little bits of armor. There goes the boats. Okay, yeah, there goes the boats. 144, come on, where's... Can we get rid of the armor yet, game? Like, I swear, game, the armor bar is like 0 there. I need to actually get rid of the armor. Okay, there goes the boat. Again. 161. I think the armor's gone. It'd be real nice if I could tell if the armor was still there or not. Okay, it looks like the armor is in fact gone. Use the fish, get like a little bit of damage, does nothing. 360, that's a good hit. $170. Stop Submerge attacking my tentacle. I need it alive. Hit anything else but the tentacles. I need 2 of these tentacles alive to really wrap this fight up. Groupers there, they can just exist until they die. Which they will die. Ironclads would still be better if they were alive right now, but you know, it can't be having those alive, I guess. 438, that's a really nice hit. $10, okay. And there goes so much of my steel, man. Like, so much of my steel. I cannot. Thank you, random dude, for eating my encounters, I guess. I don't know. Trebuchet, heal that. Sandworm, heal that. Oops. So much steel. I wish I had the advanced healing naval bay. The advanced naval bay would be so nice to have. I don't have it though because I can't afford such things. Such luxuries. I can't even heal that. Okay, cool. Okay. So, Kraken was not easy enough. I need more boat navy power. Tentacles, they do damage. Considerable amount of damage. But I really have to bank on the crits in order to actually... And I gotta get rid of the Kraken's armor as well. Because that armor, taking only 25% from crushing damage, as opposed to the 50% that the HP takes. You know, it's just kind of that way. Alright, what am I doing now? Right. I was doing the quest. I go to Sundale. Greetings, Imperial citizens. You're just in time for the bi-weekly Embrace Circle. Don't be shy. Hugs are life-affirming. We're here on business. You had any trouble lately? What sort of trouble? Well, we've heard a lot about rebel activity in the area. We just wanted to make sure you guys were okay. Nope, haven't had any trouble with the rebels. Honestly, haven't had much trouble at all since we regained our independence from the Empire. Minus all the saving you've depended on us for. We should swing by Trotbeck. If anyone knows anything, it'll be Ma Pierce. And it'll be lots of things. Sure, she might yell at me, but she won't try to get me into an embrace circle. Rebels, but the hippies at Sundale. Okay, so I gotta go defeat those outside Trotbeck, but what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna collect all the steel. And we'll head over to Burnmoth. Collect a tiny amount of gold. And I assume I'll go into Trotbeck, so yeah. Look at this, they got a lot of tanks today. They bring in a lot of tanks today. You know what happens to tanks? You bring You know, maybe I just put this on the front row. Is it actually going to be good versus these things, though? What kind of crushing damage they take? They take, like, no crushing damage. Okay. I'll just bring it here anyways. Once I lose it, I'll be, like, you know, even more crippled on steel than I already am. So that's the plan. I'll bring the helicopter as well. Yeah, that does like no damage. Luckily we have the superior version that does explosive damage and he obliterates tanks. Although it's only superior against tanks. Because everything else is superior against crushing is superior against other stuff like the sandworm. Or you know, maybe against this. Wow, that was really good. That was really good. I can't believe how amazing that was. I better not lose this unit. Alright, maybe this will do a little bit of damage. Yeah. A little bit of damage. Okay. Honestly, I'm just gonna do this. Start by shredding the front line. And then, from here on out, it's time to EMP blast these suckers. They won't be surviving that. Nomads are pretty insane. I don't gain very much SP though. I'll just put this on the back row and pretend like it's gonna do something. I'll also pretend like that was not annoying. I can pretend like that wasn't annoying either. I can be good at pretending about stuff. Real. On freeze damage? Wow. Hit it with the EMP and take it out too. These rebels were packing some serious weaponry. They've left us alone so far, but they've been coming and going at all hours through the pass. Through the pass? You mean towards Sundale? What did I tell you, Ramsey? Never trust hippies, sir. The first thing they teach us in basic training. Why would Jean-Ziev lie to us? He said they weren't having trouble. If he's working with them, that's technically not lying. Well, why would he have engaged in disingenuous wordplay? Well, it's not like those guys were ever big fans of the Empire. They seem stupid enough to think the rebels would treat them better. Never trusted those hippies. You've been hiding something from us. You caught me. I know I should have told you earlier. It wasn't the bi-weekly embrace circle. Threw it together to give you good vibes because you looked stressed. Talking about the rebels. What rebels? Please let me shoot him. It isn't our fault. They threatened to kill us if we didn't make weapons for them. We're in trouble now. Okay, so gotta do this. Combine that, and what am I gonna put down instead? I'll put this down here, yeah. Alright, Mr. Veteran. Taste shotgun. Tastes pretty terrible, doesn't it? It's because it's designed to kill you. Ow. That's actually one of the very close to killing the nomad. Better not see the nomad die again. We'll freeze these. Flame them. It's a pretty nice combination. You know, being able to freeze stuff is like pretty insane if you think about it. Go for this attack. Shotgun or machine guns. What about that? Zap. Of course they do that too. Shotgun time? Perhaps? Yes. Brings to this battle, same thing as before. Except, I'm gonna just shred these things. They will not survive for much longer. Kill those. Yes. That, and then another shred attack. Very nice. Take like 2 damage. And kill him with the shotgun. On going. We'll shotgun the veteran. Ow. Okay, well, we're gonna retry the fight. And we will shotgun to begin with again. And we'll kill him again with the machine guns. Some nice EMP damage in here. the mega tank will be dead. Very shortly. There we go. Another clean victory. So what happened to this peaceful Macro-Syndicus commune thing? For the good of the commune, we unanimously voted to waive our pacifist leanings. That is, we could engage indirectly, you know, as a means of production and thereby avoid more direct... I mean, they were going to beat us up. They're kind of getting on my nerves. It's not very nice. I take those good vibes back. So where are you making these weapons? We converted the old farmhouse. Don't go in there, there's still rebels around. We're not going in, we're destroying it. You'd especially not trust a hippie with a farmhouse. Okay. Nothing to do with the farmhouse, huh? Okay, cool. Alright, so first step, we'll use that. Next step, we've got veterans here, which I realize need to be dealt with. Oh, come on, what's it? Whoa, okay. Okay, I see how it is, game. I'll do this instead, then. Nice shotgun square. Okay, how do you not die? I don't know. How did he not die? If I knew how he survived, then I would know how he survived. But since I don't know, hey, they got a snake here. That's illegal, game. That's illegal. It's still alive anyways. Okay, cool. Just kill it with the EMP. Very low health. And shotgun blast. One more of these to go. So I think the first step here is to just do a ton of damage to the front tanks. The next step is to get rid of that thing. So I don't like that thing. Next, of course, hit him with the zap. And an additional zap. Followed by a shotgun and taking a bunch of acid damage, actually. What are we supposed to do if more rebels show up? Come to us. Or better yet, make your own weapons. You seem to have a knack for it. You just destroyed our weapons facility. Okay, so that looks like that's the end of that for this level. Or level 62. What else? Well, I think that it's time to end this recording. So, goodbye, have a good day. Whatever. Yes.